Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wildcats about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Stout. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What a grab and go for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of the year.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Quarterback empties his backfield. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And back to the air on second down. Finds space on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When I have all that speed on the field, I gotta find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man cut.
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it, it's Russell. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drop.
Going deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The give to the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And a really good job out of quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide out in motion. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Fair catch, called for and made. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Runs through a tackle. The Wildcats get enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Going up top on 1st down. It's on target and complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often. It's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one in getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sing.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to pass on second down. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're going to throw it again. He'll take a shot. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Jacksonville State was able to finish off a close one at Burgess Snow Field today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moving away from pressure. Throws toward the end zone. And it's his fourth interception of the game.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be... Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Trying to get to him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A 1st down run in the red zone. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They brought the heat, and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position. You're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Slings it downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told...
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, you know, you always look back at games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Now the play fake. The throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, it's a nice job, too, for the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Fires one high and deep. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. He'll set up to throw. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
He makes the connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They keep attacking through the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for a man on second down. Now improvising. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this off.
Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. You get the big play. Now to pay it off. First and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is field. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They'll run the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
6-9-1, Gators far.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up a QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play.
Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, and complementary football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jet. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Uncorks one. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. On the move, it's Russell. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's off to the races. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Kentucky going quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stout. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11th. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe.
Reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the stomping has commenced. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Buffalo was able to cap off a close one inside UB Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unleashes one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
They're bringing heat. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do